laws of nature, for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute, salute. Embrace the struggle. What's good, what's good, what's good. Oh yeah, this is the pre-born day Q&A weekly wrap up. Weekly wrap up. Oh my goodness. And what a week it has been. Again, this is the pre-born day weekly wrap up. Because the born day is Monday. And I'm telling you right now, social media won't see me. Best to believe that. Oh, no, no, no. So if you're going to get in the green screens, get them in now. Because you won't see me Monday. I'll let you know that right now. You're not going to see me Monday. You're not going to see me Monday. But, yeah, you could think that if you want, Hakim. Think that if you want. But, before we begin, I'm calling on Vlad. Vlad TV. Where you at? Because you're missing. Peace, peace. You're missing Vlad. See, with all of the anti-black narratives, with all of the death and destruction, right? With all that negative stories and coverage that you have on that platform, you mean to tell me that one of the biggest stories on social media you silent on? You silent on? Tariq Nasheed swinging at Taharka Bay? And Vlad does not mention it one time? Huh? Yeah. We know Supreme. Oh, we know Supreme. Nah. But this is the era when people not scared. People can say what they want to say. Salute for the green screen, Rob. Much appreciated. Oh no, so this is that was several years ago, right, Preem? What about now? This is one of the hottest stories. And it's not because he is scared. It ain't because he's scared. It's because people research a lot of the things that come out of that platform. People research a lot of things that come out of that platform. And if he brings notice to Tariq Nasheed swinging at Taharka Bay, right? That will cause people to research who both of those individuals are, and it would also cause them in that research to find out the information that both of them individually have given social media. So there is no negative end result in putting that story on his platform. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Damn, I got gray hair everywhere. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you research either one of them or both of them and not center in on the past few months of the back and forth And even if you do, you're going to be enlightened to something. You're either going to be enlightened to who Tariq Nasheed is, or enlightened to the museum efforts, and enlightened to every other piece of content that he has put out. And if you never heard of Taharka Bey, then you're going to research who he is, research his information and research, and be enlightened to information that you wouldn't necessarily get on Vlad TV. So don't be so quick to say he's afraid or to say that he don't want that heat from that issue a decade ago. Well, he ain't worrying about that heat. If he was worrying about heat like that, he wouldn't be so quick to put out other stories, other narratives that don't show us in a good light. Because this particular narrative hasn't shown us in a good light. Not at all. Not at all. That's some good tea. You understand what I'm saying? This particular, and please excuse the tongue because it's fresh turmeric in here. You dig? Now, many of you seen me on this platform. I've been on Taharka Bey's platform several times. I've reached out. I've been waiting since the incident to get information because I didn't want to touch this without speaking and hearing from it because I don't understand any of the play at all. You dig what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't. Again, I do not sit in alignment totally with either doctrine. Either doctrine. I'm always a liberator first. I'm always a soldier first. I have a different set of beliefs that group together push my doctrine in a little different direction. I believe in arms. My pledge is to arms. I got you, Rob. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you. My pledge is to arms. I don't believe in talking. I don't believe in us ever coming to the table with this enemy who we have had for the last 2 millennia. And for all we know, millennia before that. I don't believe in it. There will never be peace. There will never be equity. There will never be a balance between us of this melanated makeup and those who are not. It's not going to happen. So I'm not in alignment with asking or begging for reparations. That ain't gonna happen. Reparations come in blood. And I don't follow Morris doctrine. I don't. I don't. However, when it comes to what is going on now, between the two, I understand Taharka's position because his position has always been to research people who have possibly scammed a nation, to get clarity on others' position and make them stand tall on that. You understand? I don't know about the other dude. Don't care to know. I've seen so much come out of that. Could care less about the dude. However, when it comes to engagement, when it comes to confrontation, it's no excuse. You transgress against me, might be the last time you transgress against anybody. Plain and simple. However, if you're in a space or I enter a space where I know that there possibly could be an issue or that I can see my op, then I'm asking for that. Then I'm asking for that. So I don't understand the play at all. And I'm a straight shooter. I don't play. I don't intervene or interrupt what someone else is doing if it doesn't affect me. So when these videos, these back and forths are going on, there's been damage that has been done. Irreparable damage. You want to know why Tariq is triggered? Right? Tariq is triggered because Taharka got into that pocket. See, as I always tell you all, when you take away somebody's prestige, right? Oh man, they start to crumble and fall. When a bully gets hit, it's a whole different element. Do you understand? Taharka Bey made statements, showed proof that had people pulling away from Tariq. And when they pull away, that means you pulling out of his pocket. So for somebody who is in the business of getting in people's pocket, for whatever reason, could be genuine reason, it could be for his efforts, or it could be just to take a cruise. But whatever his reason is for getting into people's pocket, anybody that prevents that, anybody that puts the brakes on that is going to be viewed as his op. And if he see him, it's on sight. So he's already triggered. He's already triggered. Because of the back and forth, because of the videos that they're both been triggered. All right? Now, there's a belief up here. I always tell y'all, if you are one of my clients, that anger is psychobiological. It's a thought, and then it's a feeling. Physically, something happens when you're triggered to your body. These are called physical cues, but if you really want to know about these physical cues, sign up and book your assessment so you can find out your cues and triggers. So they both have been back and forth. Not so much Taharka. And I think in his task and in his presentation, it's funny to him because in his research and on his platform, the more you or they are not able to counter his receipts, it pleases him. And it gives him an egotistical boost to say, yeah, I know what I'm doing. You don't. So he might not have been as triggered as Mr. Nasheed. But he was triggered enough to go out there. So he might have went out there for research, and he might have went out there to play agitator. Yeah. So if you going out there to be an agitator with a plan behind it, you got to expect something to come from it. You have to expect something to come from that. Now, I'm not in the business of doing it. I don't agitate people. I research, I analyze, I come to a conclusion. If it's not good for our people to digest, I give the truth on it. I give the truth on it. Do you understand? Therefore, after that truth, our people can make the assessment on whether or not someone is bullshit. Because when you agitate people, you can never tell their response. And I always tell y'all that. No one has a monopoly on violence. If you can give it, you surely can take it. You surely can take it. However, the representation of these two individuals has been, for some time, a little troubling to watch. Because in both of their brilliance, our people lose. Because they're drifting away from the messages and the more attention, right, to the bravado. How do we win? How do we win? We don't win at all. We never was in a position of winning with Nasheed because the whole move was based on separation. Like I always told you. We are not in a position to separate melanated people under the banner of nothing, especially under a banner which we or they are believing you're going to get gratification from a bag of money coming from your oppressor. That is just foolish. That I'm going to rock with a doctrine that tells me I'm going to win because my enemy is going to give me some money as long as I distance myself from these other melanated folk. That is stupid and idiotic. That's dumb. However, in Taharka's messaging, we start to lose sight of that and start to look at these two, as y'all said, 50-plus-year-olds getting ready to lock ass. Now, you know me, I've said it here, I've said it on many other platforms. I'm good for two men locking ass. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. What I'm not good with is either one using the authorities, the perceived authorities of our oppressors getting involved. And that's where we at with it when this shit is on social media. All right? All right? When the authorities get involved, we're on a whole different page entirely. Because now the communities are involved, people are involved. I even seen, well, not saw, I heard with my own ears on other platforms, people threaten Taharka Bay because this doctrine of FBA doesn't belong to Mr. Nasheed. So when you disrespect that doctrine, you disrespect us. And in that space, you don't know who claims that. You won't know. You can sit in somebody's area and not know that deep in their heart, they believe in this bullshit. And now, with the way people are moving, he endangers himself, his family, and the community. You see how this shit work? You see how casualties, innocent casualties could get caught in the dumb shit? All because the base, the foundation is off. The foundation is off. Because as Black men, we fail to use our energy and total focus on our enemy. So when we do that, we lose. We lose time, we lose men, and we lose our people who are already cynical of us who claim to be woke and conscious. They already don't believe in this shit. So any reason that they can drift, they do. So I choose never to give them reason to drift. My message is consistent all the time. I have an enemy who is preventing my potential to be greater. That is my enemy. However, if skin folk get in the way by siding with that enemy directly or indirectly, consciously or unconsciously, I'm putting foot in that ass. But what I know, my fighting style, my skills, my leadership is not to go against them. I like to go against my peoples, but don't get in the way. That's consistent. So you can be whatever you claim to be, whatever doctrine, anything you believe in. And I can come into your spaces and we can speak. And if we have the same goals, we may be able to build on certain things. Am I coming up under your umbrella? Hell no. Because you won't come up under mine. Because mine requires you putting in that work. So I don't have enemies, ops, and all that. Not in the street, not behind the walls. Because honestly, y'all beneath me. I'm telling you, what I know is for them, for them Euros. I go at them. If you ain't got the courage and the heart to go at them, you can't see me. That's an absolute fact. I know that. Never test my resolve because I'm going to go the full limit. So when I see men going back and forth at each other and the enemy's sitting back, I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, but I get it. Again, I understand it. I've seen it over and over. My thing is, hi Vlad, hi Adam, and all these other platforms that always like to talk about our issues, our gossip, who shot who fought who did this, who did that, who's wearing this and that. Hi. Why y'all quiet on this? Hey, Vlad, give Taharka a call. Get him on the platform and see what's up. Hi, Vlad. Get Tariq on. Ask him what happened at the museum. Cover that. Let's cover that. Culture vulture ass. And again, this is the pre-born day week in review. If you're getting the green screens, get them in now. Because I'm telling you, might not come on tomorrow. I'm telling you, definitely not Monday. Oh, not Monday. Nah. Ain't no snow. This is the first born day that I can ever remember where it has not snowed, or I wasn't recovering from a blizzard, or it wasn't at least 20 degrees or 20 degrees and under. First time. So I know something's going on in the universe now. I never had a born day where I could be outside and be all right. So I know this one is special. Yeah, it's special. Yes, sir. So Monday, I'm chilling. So get your green screens on. And if you're a client, I'm telling you, if you're in crisis Monday, you just going to be in crisis. I give y'all 364 days. Salute, Mr. Javon. Peace and power. Yes. And I received your born day green screen. Yes, I did, sir. That's right. Now, what's next? Oh, and speaking of this, and in the same tone, because people have been giving Taharka a lot of flack for not swinging back and all that, because he talked a lot. So you would think that when it's time to start throwing them smitties, that he would have dropped something. So people giving him flack for that. Right? Yeah, people giving him flack. I mean, I don't like what I'm seeing on Twitter. I don't like what I'm reading. I just don't. Right? Because do you want men to be men? Or do you want men to be savage? Again, I said I like a good fisticuffs, especially if somebody transgress. That should have been automatic. What up, Beantown? That should have been automatic. Right? But it wasn't. Okay. But the taunting and the trolling that's coming behind it is a little disturbing, because now that moves me into Ja Morant. Right? People have been trolling. Right? People have been making memes all through social media talking about how gangster he is not. Now, these young people, his age and under, have been doing some very outlandish and what people perceive to be gangster shit. Killing each other, killing babies in the community, killing our women, killing our elders, shooting shit up. And certain elements of adult society have celebrated it, put it in music, gave them a bag for it. So now when someone who is an athlete, right, is amongst his peers, it's only natural that they have some of that rub off on them. It's been in the music since the boy was born. It's been his peer group conversation and behavior and posturing as long as he has been around. Do you understand? So when he's being criticized for it, again, I'm asking you, what do you want them to do? Do you want men to be men or men to be savage? Because in his posturing, which hasn't been corrected or maybe hasn't been articulated and comprehended amongst people outside of his circle, right? Because we're not in his circle. His father's in his circle, his coaches, it's his team. When you see others shoot him down, he ain't gangster, he need to stop that. We don't know what this young man has been through. Now, this is what they're trying to use to say he isn't gangster, to say that he grew up with both parents in the home, to say he went to good schools, to say that he's been an athlete all this time. Now, if someone was to review my bio up until his age, because how old is John now? 23? Is he 23, 24? Somebody help me out. Because up until I was that age, I had skipped a grade in middle school. I had graduated high school early. I had been to college, right? I had both parents in the household. And I did a tour in the Army. So for all intents purposes, and for whatever outside view, if you read it and you didn't know me, you wouldn't have known that I put so much work in the street. You wouldn't have known that I was on my way to the Cuscal. 23, thank you, James. You wouldn't have known none of that. Because I didn't wear it on me. I don't wear it on me now. If I would have never disclosed that, nobody would have known I did a decade behind the wall. My community work, years of community work, you wouldn't know none of that. I've been square on paper outside of those two beds. Very square. You would not have known that. So we don't know what this man has lived through. We don't know how tough he may be. We don't know. And my question is, why do we want to use that as a measure of whether or not he can be ignorant on the court, whether or not he could handle himself in the street? Because most of the people, especially in large media platforms, who are saying that he ain't tough they damn self. They just not. They ain't street. They not. Nigga, y'all got a contract with Disney or ESPN or Fox Sports or NBC or Simon and Schuster. Y'all commentating dudes ain't tough. None of y'all got no time behind the wall. None of y'all got none of that. No street, nothing. But here you are critiquing this young man who is expressing himself based on what he has been through. His upbringing, his peer group. He's 23. When I was 23, I wasn't trying to hear shit neither. And most of y'all wasn't either. So again, what do we want black men to be? Do we want black men to be savages? like homie that just killed the cop in East New York, the bumbling robber dude who didn't even wait and back down and just blew this dude head off? Dude, is that the measure of somebody who's gangster? Or how about all these, rainbow thugs who've been getting their grippers packed on the set, in the trap houses, in the jails, and then coming up amongst you acting like everything is all right? Do we want that as a measure of gangster? What do we want black men to be? So when Taharka doesn't swing, when John Morant is questioned on how tough he is, remember, younger generations are watching. And if you got older black men critiquing and pointing fingers and saying this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third, you ain't tough, this ain't that, the younger generation going to try to measure up to whatever ideas they have of toughness. And that toughness is usually from each other and their peer groups, and they killing each other with ghost guns over bullshit like sneakers and pink jackets. I think we should be more mindful of what comes out of our mouth and stop bullshitting and go against our enemies. Quit trying to dehumanize each other. It is fine to critique. It is fine to analyze. It is fine to pick apart theories and philosophies and make people stand square on what they say they believe in. But when you're trying to dehumanize a man in a public space, you never know what you're going to get. Never can tell. Never can tell. All right? But, and as you can see, it's the week in review. I got a lot of things I'm checking off. All right? Checking off. Now, and people always think, because, I've been called all type of wild shit. I've been called a simp and all that because I believe in my women, my queens. I don't let that shit trigger me, because when you call me a simp, you must be saying that you're a pimp. And if you're a pimp and you ain't got no hoes, something wrong. Something wrong. So if by me having a large female audience who love what I say and move how we, once we connect thoughts, move, and I have all the women over here because they're in agreement with what I say, something is wrong with this definition. Something's really wrong. And we all know a pimp with no hoes is a pimp with no game. You ain't really a pimp. So what the hell are you? And who am I? I've been called a lot of things pertaining to that. So I got to get at my women. Certain type of black women. Oh yeah. Y'all been wilding this week. Y'all been wilding this week. And I've been trying to tell y'all for some time now. So, we got some behaviors As I always say, what you do with your vaginal space, that's your business. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do with it. That womb is connected to the universe. Excuse me. However, when the end result of your actions from what you do with that womb has a damaging effect on the growth of our community, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, sister, your ass got to get the tongue lashing because you're borderline stupid. So we got this young sister, 31 years old. 31 years old. Who left her 2 children alone. Now, we don't know exactly how long, but they're alleging and suspecting that it was 2 months. A 12-year-old and a 3-year-old alone. While she was on social media talking about she's a bad biatch. Oh, yeah. By the time the authorities found them, the house smelled like urine. The little one where he was sleeping smelled like urine, pee, all that. And they were actually surviving by ordering Uber Eats. I mean, this girl, this stupid ass girl, is not reflective of the behavior and the mentality of a generation, right? You see where we're going? This is the thought. You can't tell me nothing. I know what I'm doing. Right, yeah, you're right. And she's still on the run. But this is their mentality. And it's not all of them, which is why I always make sure I put that out. This is not all of them. It's not even a large majority. But on the average, this is how our young women are believing. That they can do anything, they can say anything, right? No one could tell them nothing because I do what I want to do. And damaging these kids. All right? This is where we at with it. And it's disheartening because certain aspects of that thought, that psychology, is seeping into our older women. And believing that because you got a box, that you flashing your ashy ass, all over social media, that is empowering. There's nothing empowering about what y'all doing. There is nothing empowering about what you are doing. It is feeding your ego. It's feeding your ego. That's it. There is nothing special. There is no skill to get a man to look at your naked body, to get a man to look at you as you're performing as a sorceress. as you're using your sexuality, men are gonna look. That ain't a skill. That shit ain't no skill set. And it's even less of a skill set to make him believe that he gonna get a little taste. And it's even less of a skill set to give somebody a taste. That shit ain't no skill. As I told y'all before, men will hump a couch. They'll hump a Fifi doll. They'll hump a plastic. It ain't nothing. The average motherfucker got to get his nut off. Simple as that. So that shit ain't a skill. So by claiming that you're a bad bitch, by claiming that you set thirst traps, by having this mentality that this is what it's about, at the end of it all, you're going to end up with nothing. Bruised, battered, and soulless. That's all that shit gets you. That's it. There's no higher form of thinking. There's no higher spirituality. None of that shit comes from that. It don't. And you're going to end up with the same raggedy, rusty, dick-ass dudes that you've been getting. No matter how much they got in their pocket or what position they in. Over-sexualization ain't bringing you no goddamn good quality ass dude. It just ain't. It ain't. But it does lead to this shit because in order to keep up with all the other little nasty twat ass bros that's running around believing it, and there's millions of them, you got up your ante. And upping your ante means leaving your kids, leaving family members, just to get out there and try to look for a nickel or a dime. That's what it leads to, dummy. Or it might lead you to being the next Larsa Pimpin, right? Scottie Pippen X. Look at what this one did. Hooray for her. She gets a gold star. Because look what happened to her this week. Because of her twat. Because she can't control her twat. Because that little stinking ass beaver, she can't control. Right? Because she think it's so funny. Because she's a bad bitch. Right? Now, her ex, the youngin', who's all up in the grippers, the youngin', is now teammates with her son. You see how that shit work, bad bitches? You see how that shit work? Oh, it's no harm. I could date whoever I want to date. It's no harm. I date whoever I want to date. My kids, they going to grow up. They going to be adults one day. So what I do don't affect them. Now look. Your son got to share a locker room with a teammate who bust his mom's grippers. Had his mom's giving throat. And he might have to pass him the ball. Yeah. Might on a fast break have to hit him off. Might have to high five him and all that. And one of them looks gonna be like, yeah, what up, son? Oh shit, yeah. And your son gonna get that and read it wrong. Be like, yo, hold up. What was that look for? You're like, nah, because it's going to come out in his essence, like, damn, son, I used to knock your moms down. That locker room in LA, with older dudes gassing it. Oh shit, son. Yo, son used to knock your moms down. And you let him slam on you in practice? Hold up. Or they on the layup line. They doing 3-man weaves and he missed a pass. Yo, what up? What you mean, what up? Don't talk to me like that. You better chill before I go knock your moms down again. Oh! See how that work? See how that work, bad bitches? Huh? See how that work now? But you can't tell them nothing. Everything that they do, they got the right to do. You can't tell me. No morals, no values, no integrity. The mission is to get to the bag. The mission is to get the eyelashes. The mission is to get the BBLs, the waist trainers. The mission is to get in the gym with the extra tight leotard showing your whole muffin. This is what it is. Look at this hot pocket because I'm bad. Huh? You can't tell them nothing. Because the Euro said you got to get to the bag because the bag puts you up here with us. You don't want to be with the niggas. You want to be up here with us. So fold to our values, morals, and principles, and you can be just like us. Don't worry about if your son got to deal with your indiscretion. Don't worry about if your family got to know that you're a little smut. Just get to the bag. It's going to make it all right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boy, that locker room will be something else in LA. Ain't no chip coming from there. I can tell you that right now. Not like it was going to be a chip coming through there anyway. Yeah. Your man Braun messed that up. He ain't getting no chip. And they made sure of that. Even if he would have made the playoffs by the skin of his teeth, he ain't getting past none of that shit in the West. None of it. So he was dead, but he definitely dead. Now that locker room gonna be nothing but jokes. You think KG wilded out on Lala with Honey Nut Cheerios? I could imagine what Scottie Pippen Jr. gonna be hearing in that locker room. Oh, son said he blew your mama grippers out. Whoa! Son, nigga said he gave your moms a wedgie in the kitchen. Yo! Son! He said he had your moms on the... Come on, man. Come on. Because of that behavior, that mentality. Get to the bag. Get to the bag and get passed around. Crazy, right? Crazy. So, again, this is the pre-born day gig. Damn, it's 54 minutes in, huh? Shit, I better come on. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Yeah. Okay, reported. Adidas is going to have a what? 1.29 Billion-dollar loss since the whole Ye fiasco and the Yeezys. Now, we know Ye bogged out. But look, he hurting them. He hurting them. Well, really, they hurt themselves. Hurt themselves. You see how powerful that shit is? Now imagine if every athlete, if every rapper pull out of those deals, pull out of these bullshit name licensing deals from these liquors, these sneakers, these pizza chains, selling everything, but you're only getting pieces of it. You know what they could do in this weak ass economy? See stores, chain stores, Bed Bath and Beyond closing, out of here. See what I'm saying? And that's just on a regular tick. That's a home goods store that couldn't sustain the economy with shit that people need. People don't need sneakers. It's not a necessity. Like I told y'all with the Master P shit. Buying Reebok. That shit ain't going nowhere. I told y'all that, but y'all got tight at me. Oh no, it's going through. I didn't even hear from this shit again. I told you it was clout. But that's not a necessity. Neither is Douce, neither is any other kind of liquor, whatever the hell y'all doing, cocoa or whatever, mango or goddamn, all the other weird drink shit. Zaveka, whatever the hell these rap dudes is pushing, they pull out of all that. How are these companies going to function? But see the trick shit? Then how would these rap dudes function? Then they would depend on the people. They would have to rely on the people. But when you rely on the people and you want the people to support you, the people have to get benefit from supporting you. Not just a record, not just a dance, not just a promise, but what is your work? What is the value of your work that provides tangible results for the people? And most of these rappers can't do that shit. They can't. They don't have the intelligence to do it. So the cycle continues. But this Ye shit is significant because it's going to alarm and alert other corporations from saying, hold up. Now we put this man or woman in this position with this brand, we better act right by them. So it's up to us, the people, to say, nah, nigga. Now this rapper or this athlete better do right by us. And so far, none of them haven't. Jay-Z ain't give y'all shit. Rick Ross ain't give y'all shit. None of them ain't give y'all shit. Nothing. But you continuously support them. Why? I always ask why. Nobody can tell me why. Fuck a song and a vibration, yeah, that's a moment. I rock to it too. But after that shit go off, it go off. Now what? You gonna continue making them wealthy and letting them ride off into the sunset? No. And if we only have sports and entertainment, why don't we make sure that we monopolize that, at least in thought, and then pull resources into the areas that we need it to be in, right? So if Ye can show people that his intellectual property and what he said out of his mouth can create a loss. This is the first time they said that company lost. Had a losing year in like 20, 25 years. So if he can do that, imagine what we can do when the rest of them pull out or stay in, get those resources and think different. If we're going to maintain that athleticism, music, and entertainment is the industry that we can control here, why would you keep selling your shit? Why did QC just sell a shit to a euro? Why did the Jackson estate? Well, I know why the Jackson estate sold Michael music, because the family don't run the estate. Just like I told y'all before, that these families do not run these estates. These estates are ran by lawyers, and the lawyers work within the corporation of the music and entertainment industry. And when they want to give you pennies off of the shit that our greatest icons have given the world, you shortchanging. And that industry standard is bullshit. Why is that the standard? How come these Euro lawyers controlling what the hell is going on with Michael Jackson's music? Whitney Houston's music? Tupac's, Bob Marley's, James Brown's? If the family, especially a musical family, a business family like the Jacksons, they all got managers. They all know how this shit move. Yes, and Primary Wave, yeah. Same company though. Don't get blindsided. Primary Wave got Prince shit, and now they got Mike shit too. So here we go again. Sharecropping, just like the cotton. Giving away our wealth, our labor for pennies and bullshit. Do you understand? So now we thrust these people up because of the vibration, because of the entertainment they've given us. They don't give us shit back, minimal. And now at the end of it all, the whole shit, like I told you, goes right back into the industry for eons. Because again, I told you, in this technology age, everything is permanent. This is going to be here forever. Because the technology is universal. It's in the way up. Galaxies away are hearing and witnessing what we're doing now. Forever. So if they give you 900 million and half of y'all are over 50, no, they all over 60 except for Janet. Y'all all out of here real soon. Who's going to have it? That's what I always say. I keep telling y'all that shit. I keep telling y'all that shit. So now, where there's no other resource that is accumulating income as far as us with the industry, because we don't own shit. We don't own enough land to have corn and broccoli and lettuce and all that shit. So no, not in the vast abundance. And I'm gonna get to that in a second. So if you say, oh, we got is sports and entertainment, how come y'all still dealing with these snakes that can manipulate and take it from you? So why should I acknowledge y'all dudes as powerful, as bosses, as moguls and brunches and shit? Y'all don't even own yourselves, weak bastards. Doing the knowledge to this shit, y'all. So now, can we get into the resources? They got a black farmer named Courtney Mallory, 41 years old. in Yoder, Colorado. Courtney has been arrested for harassing and menacing and doing all these other things to what is supposed to be his neighbors. Bail was set at 2 or 3 times the amount that a usual bail is set for those particular charges, right? The thing is, Courtney, this black farmer, has been getting harassed, has been racially threatened, has had his livestock poisoned, stolen, his land, his farm violated, and he has made several complaints to local law enforcement, and now they lock him up. And the judge did him dirty. So now, again, like I always tell y'all keep telling me, no, we need land. We need land. Oh, once we get land, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. And I've been telling y'all, you have land. We need businesses. We need businesses. And I've been telling y'all got businesses. Oh, we need structure. We need doctrine. Y'all got all of that. But y'all don't have no damn army. And without an army, you ain't got shit. Nothing. If you can't protect what you have nothing. Stop believing that you don't have shit. What you don't have is organization. What you don't have is a heart. What you don't have is a concept of living and governing yourselves. You don't have the concept of you not being up under Whitey. You have to conceptualize that. You got to see yourself as that. And then you can start pulling up out of it. And then you can see value in each other. You got land. You don't have the mindset to have others come and live amongst you. You don't have the mindset to say, hold on. Hold on. Some of us have to pay others to be soldiers on this land. That's it. While we are attending to the livestock and while we are doing what we do, their only job is to be the disciplined soldiers that we need them to be. So where everybody at now? All these big bad niggas that got people checking in everywhere. That's banging in the streets. Why are they not out there protecting this farmer Courtney in Yoder, Colorado? Why y'all not protecting him? Why y'all not busting your hammer for him? Y'all not spinning his farm. Y'all spinning the blocks to kill each other. Why y'all not out there spinning his farmland? That's what I'm saying. Can't fuck with me with this. Straight no chaser. Again, this is the pre-born day. I'm gonna be gone, so y'all better hit the green screen, because I'm gonna be gone. I don't want to hear nothing. On Monday, my born day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's some good ass water. Next up, y'all asked me to build on a lot of things. And some of the things I'm more than happy to build on. Thank you, Tierra. Others, I have to be careful and use coded language and stuff like that. But I did tell y'all, and I was very, very specific when I gave y'all the video on Brett Favre. Excuse me. I told y'all what I thought about it, my assessment of it, and where it was going to go. I told y'all that. Now, Brett Favre is suing Shannon Sharpe. This is how it goes. I told you, the comrade told you, comrade said it on his platform many a nights. You can't say certain things. Now, you can say it, but it's going to be ramifications. I told y'all about the Brett Favre welfare fraud shit. I told y'all. I said, listen, you got to be careful about the language. I kept saying it and saying it and saying it. Now, I don't know what kind of protection the rest of them has got. I know coon ass Stephen A. Smith, friend Steven, ain't been saying much. I'm telling you, there's a reason behind it. Now, Shannon, again, talk about, yeah, he bound it. Yo, he be speaking his mind. Yo, celebrate running around him. He getting ready to get finished. Because he says certain things specifically that, again, these things are allegations, right? And I'm not one to say that allegedly. It could be. I say what I believe in. Can't take what I believe. So I say what the hell I want. But I told y'all how that structure works as far as nonprofit, as far as government, right? And politicians and boards and things of that nature. It is not as simple as people are trying to make that case out to be. I'm telling you, there's no way that he should be getting the blame, especially when the number 2 dude copped out. It was like, yo, these people direct. There's no way they try to make it appear as if Brett went in there and said, give me the welfare money. Shit don't work like that. A whole lot of whistles and chains and levers and all that to get anything. You can't even get certain amounts out at a time when you're talking about welfare funding. I don't care who you is. You're talking about the governor of that state and deputy governors and commissioners. And it's too much for them to focus in on him. It made good story. It made clickbait. It made clout. It made a lot. Because you're saying that this Hall of Fame quarterback had direct access to government funds that he could go in there and pull out. So now, old Shannon, right? Old fly, thick sweater ass nigga. Yeah, okay. We're going to see how this work out. We're going to see. I'm going to see. But this is the type of shit that's going on, right? So now, how many of y'all going to call Brett Favre a rat? How many of y'all going to call him a rat? Because he taking this man to court, right? So if you're not willing to call Brett Favre a rat, don't call Taharka Bay a rat. Because he busting that legal hammer. You see how this shit work? You see how it works? You know, double standards here. If Brett Favre rap, then who anybody, right? And if there is a moving of the goalposts, if Brett Favre has the legal right to sue because somebody defamed him, and y'all okay with it, then when Taharka do it, y'all gotta be okay with it too. Don't move the goalposts. Or people need to watch what they say and they do on social media. Because this is the game. This is the Matrix, baby. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ooh, I've been running through these, huh? Yeah, I've been running through. And I'm getting ready to get up out of here. This last little subject here is here you go. It's I don't know how to, because I just read it. So I don't really know what to think because I'm not over there. I haven't been on the continent, never been to diaspora. And I've spoken to quite a few people from South Africa who lives in South Africa, who does business and own businesses in Zimbabwe and stuff like that. But this is kind of weird and it speaks to the energy of our expression of the culture. South African rapper, see where we going at? AKA was shot and killed in Durban. Him and a friend of his. His friend was a chef and a music entrepreneur named Tibbs. So Tibbs and AKA was shot and killed after a function. And again, it was gunned down while walking to a vehicle. And just the tone of the article and the tone of the incident is so close to what we're living through here. For us to always be in that space where the music, the culture, has this murder, death, kill shit around it. You know, we've had some stabbings of rappers in London, and it just there has to be more of a, and you don't want to say positive, but more of a progressive and focused energy. Thank you, Latanya, for the born day. Thank you. Much appreciated. There has to be more of a focal point when we are expressing ourselves in the music. And that's only going to come from us having a more focused mentality and psychology, right? And philosophy when it comes to the music. It's not going to work any other way. We have to be walking examples so that the artists, those who are creating, those who are using the vibrations, the tones, the hymns, and all that, to look at us, observe us, see what we're doing, and then give it life. How we used to do it. We cannot go back to that space. Like I always say, the technology is different. How people consume and absorb music is different. So it won't be the 808 and all that. But when we give them images, when we are educated by them and educate them, there can be a difference in expression. So it doesn't have at the end of it our own death and our own demise. That just shouldn't be. Yeah, right, Jules. Yeah, Indian rapper too. Yeah, yeah. It's becoming the predominant tone. Rapper, death. Rapper, death. At one point, right, it was just rapper. Oh, he rapper, he's nice. Rapper, he got bars. Then it became rapper wealthy. Rapper wealthy. Then it became rapper mogul. Now it's rapper death. Rapper death. And that has to stop. That has to stop. So we send our deepest condolences to all of the, rappers that we lost, over the past few years. But again, if we're not the examples that our children can see life and prosperity in here, not so much in the materials. Cause shit, I could take this shit here and say, yo, this shit is worth mad bread. What is it, man? This is a fixture for a goddamn towel rack hanger. But you see how this shit look? Yeah, man. See this glass? This glass is worth $60,000. You could put value on anything. That doesn't, you know. But the prosperity piece, the value is in here and what we give out to others to make them feel encouraged, invigorated, to give them life. I can't give you life by possessions, cups, glasses, diamonds, that shit. Yeah, what the Especially if those shiny trinket things attracting others to want to kill you. What am I doing? I'm not servicing the people. That's not a service of humanity. That's nigga shit. That's what that is. So we have to be better examples if we want to live through it. If not, fuck it. You could, get rich and die quick. So again, I salute y'all. Thank you for coming through. Before you did Bliz, the unk and the big bro, son, I call you son because you shine like one. I gotta get my rest for the plant. I love my real New York bro from Baltimore with love. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, much appreciated. Be safe and be more. Something that just happened out there. It was something. Y'all be safe out there. For real, for real. I seen some shit on my Citizen app about Be More, man. Y'all gotta be careful. All right, bro? Be careful. And you working in a plant. What kind of plant they got you in? You say you work at the plant. Damn, how 1960s is that? What the hell you working at the plant? What you doing at the plant? Making helmets? Yo, gotta get rest for the plant. Well, let me find out. They got you in the real plant, like George Jetson. You making all type of computer chips. You got iridium in the plant? Let me find out. You done went over there, you done stole all the iridium and shit. Oh, you at Amazon. Okay. Close enough. Be safe at Amazon too. You said at the plant. That's what y'all call it in Amazon? At the plant. I tell you, boy, our people are people. He said he got to go to the plant. Like he in a Shaft movie and shit. I got to go to the plant. Go ahead, Rob. He said he going to the plant. Yeah, get you some rest, baby boy. Get you some rest. I hope they let you off the plant by the time the Super Bowl come on so you can see Rihanna shake a tail feather. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said he at the plant. God damn it. James Evans and shit, they out there with you? Look, I work at the plant as well. God damn it. Go ahead. Wayne said he at the plant too. Y'all killing me right now. Let me find out y'all walking in there like James. Y'all got y'all gloves and y'all flannel shirts and shit. Y'all coming up in there in the plant. Hard working men at the plant. Y'all better get some of that plant union paper. Get y'all demands met. And let me know when y'all ready to strike. Start raising hell up in there. That plant bread is good, no doubt. Oh, he said short for plantation. Go ahead, Rob. That's what I'm talking about. Call it what it is, baby. He said the plantation. Go ahead. God damn it. God damn it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We all on the plantation, baby. We all on it. Whether behind the ball, whether you out here. From one plantation to the next. Huh? Y'all know I said that in my book, right? From one plantation to the next. Right? Y'all know I said that. They said the plantation. Y'all think I'm playing, right? Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm telling you. I know I said it. I remember I said that. Yup. Look. Y'all think I'm playing? Here go the introduction right here. What does it say? The plantation. Right? The plantations here in the unified states of North America exist for the sole purpose of keeping the rich several steps ahead of the poor. I said it too, right? I told you. Plantation. That's right, from one plantation to the next. That's right, find it. Yes, indeed, Wayne, I'm with you. I'm with you. Well, y'all be safe. Y'all be safe out there, all right? Much love. Embrace the struggle. Embrace that struggle. You dig? But, you know, like I said, I'm gone. Who I got? I ain't got none of them. I ain't been watching like that. I just know Rihanna on there. That's it. Thought we was striking since Kaepernick. We was boycotting and all that. So I don't know who good and who ain't like that. I just know it's all black. 2 black quarterbacks. Black halftime show. Black folks is singing the Star Spangled Banner at the beginning and all that. Only thing them Euros got is they got the 2 brothers, their mamas is getting a towing course. That's it. Everything else is all melanated. All right? That's all I need to know. And I know Rihanna. So I got to watch that. All right? So I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Again, I appreciate everything. I appreciate the listening. I appreciate the shares. Let's be focused. We got plenty of work to do and no time to get it done. Remain militant. All things work in divine order. You got to embrace your struggle. You got it. You got it. Trust and believe you got it. You just gotta find it. Gotta find it. And walk it. Trust and believe. Walk it. Alright? Salute. I see you, Ninth. Peace.